What's going on, everyone? TallenV here, and today we are going to take a look at the brand new Kefla information. Yes, the Dokkan Fest Kefla information, along with the awakenings that she's bringing, and a brand new standalone card that will be on every banner afterwards, is finally out on the Dokkan Twitter. So we're going to translate all that stuff. I am sorry for not having been on YouTube for the last couple of days. The last thing I did was the podcast back on the weekend with the rest of the guys. But the last few days have been pretty crazy because the emergency status here in Japan has technically dropped now, but you know, they say cases are going down, but their testing that has not really gone up or anything like that. So a lot of people are worried that there's going to be round 2, which I highly anticipate. So I had to go into work the last couple of days and really try to like get schedules figured out and everything, and just be like, okay, let's see what happens, and if this happens, and this, and then what are we going to do exactly? So but I did do a reaction little stream with like a ton of people, like Goresh, D-Free, and everyone, when the Legends 2nd anniversary information was out last night. So that was a lot of fun. So go check those guys' channels out if you want to. Looks like Riku and I might be doing a little collab summon when the anniversary 2 banners start. We'll have to wait and see. We did one last year for year 1, so that should be a lot of fun. But anyway, regardless, let's go and take a look at the brand new units over here on the Twitter. So again, shout out to the Dokkan Twitter as always. So we can go ahead and check out the super attacks, and of course, and I can go ahead and translate all of the cards and everything. So if you guys are enjoying the translations and everything else, make sure you hit that sub button if you want to hear more. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the super attacks real quick. I actually haven't seen those. I just got done translating all of the cards. I posted them on Twitter, and then I haven't got a chance to look at the super attacks. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's go right now. So let's see how good these look right now. Not bad, not bad. Impactful. Alrighty then, I'm very impressed with those super attack animations. I wouldn't call them the best. I don't think anyone would, but you know what? I like them. I like them. They're solid. I mean, they're basically ripped directly from the anime and everything, so that makes sense, right? And actually, I was a little surprised when I originally translated these cards that she has an active skill, because in the V jump it just simply said passive transformation, passive transformation. There was no active skill whatsoever. But it's very similar to how Beerus's works, where it's an active skill and then something happens afterwards, right? So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and just translate right now. Okay, so obviously we're gonna start with the main card herself. We'll move on to the other awakenings and the new Vados that is in here. And by the way, I love that Vados animation. That was pretty cool. How like some of the orbs and like went around and just bam, got hit by like 12 universes or whatever. So that's pretty cool. All right, anyway. Let's go and take a look at this Kefla here. Okay, so Kefla, she's gonna be a Universe 6 category, key +3, stats up 170. So I believe that's the same as the tech hits, because obviously the Universe 6 category is very, very small. So that's pretty nice right there. All right. And then she is also going to be the Furious Growth category, or it's technically translated as basically somebody who is able to, you know, grow essentially, like very fast, very rapidly, essentially. She's gonna be that category, key +3, stats up 150%. So if it's 150, that means that the category's actually probably got a pretty decent roster to it. We'll get the data download tomorrow, Japan time. So by the time most of you are watching this, within 12 hours, give or take. Again, saying give or take here. But yeah, it should be very interesting to see what that category is. I don't have my hopes up for it, unfortunately, because the last few months when it came to categories, Dokkan hasn't really done very well, and so I'm hoping that this category is good and it's not just another throwaway category that maybe like 6 months down the road we're eventually gonna see it, you know, blossom and everything, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's take a look at what she does for passive skills and everything like that, okay? Passive skill, own defense up 100%, G-Moon the defense up 100%, and when you super attack, at the time that you super attack, then your attack goes up by 100%, okay? And if you happen to collect 6 orbs or more, you get an additional attack up 50%. And if you collect those 6 orbs, then you also get a high chance to dodge the enemy's attack. Damn, all right, that's pretty good actually. So basically, at the beginning of the turn, basically she gets 100% defense, no matter what, that's just gonna happen right there. When you super attack, she'll get 100% of attack. And if you happen to have collected 6 orbs, then she's gonna have an additional 50% attack. Keep in mind though, that additional 50% attack, that's obviously she gets that as she's attacking. You won't really notice it, obviously. If it was defense, if she gained like an additional attack and defense 50%, and then you tried blocking before you got the attack off, that extra 50% wouldn't happen. But again, she's just simply getting an attack from collecting the 6 orbs, and she has a high chance to dodge by getting the 6 orbs. That high chance to dodge though won't really activate until she's actually, you know, conducted her attack. So do keep that in mind right there. If you take her on to Super Battle Road and all of a sudden you've got like 10 attacks at the beginning and you're going, oh, I can just throw Kefal in the beginning, and she doesn't dodge a single attack, right? That can happen. So make sure that you get her the 6 orbs and she's attacked, and then everything should work from there, okay? So, and then when conditions are met, she'll transform. We'll get into that in just 1 second. Super attack, she raises her attack indefinitely, so very similar to Physical Beerus and the STR Cooler, same thing. And she lowers the enemy's defense while doing immense damage, okay? And then in order for her to transform into the Super Saiyan Kefla from the 3rd turn. So very, very similar to the Intgo tanks, the Tech Boo, who technically exchanges, and the AGL Zamos and the Tech Trunks. Same thing, just 3rd turn comes around, boom, she transforms into Super Saiyan, all right? Let's take a look at what a Super Saiyan transformation does. So obviously leader skill stays exactly the same. Passive skill, defense up 150%. When you super attack, an attack up 150%. And when you collect 6 orbs or more, you get a 50% attack and a high chance to dodge the enemy's attack. So basically the same as her base form one, except it's an additional 50% attack and defense at the beginning there, or 50% extra defense at the beginning, but when you super attack, you get an additional 50%. So basically, if you collect 6 orbs, that's 200% attack right there, okay? And when conditions are met, again, then you will get your transformation into Super Saiyan 2. Super attack, again, just raises defense, just simply normally again, raises attack every single turn. Does immense damage and greatly lowers the enemy's defense, which again is still garbage, but hey, it is what it is. In terms of her links are literally the same as her physical counterparts. So physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla we've had in the game for a while now. Same leader skill, or same links. Yeah. The only thing that changes obviously is the fact that she gets Fierce Battle, whereas the physical one has Rebirth. So that's just something right there to keep in mind. In order to transform into Super Saiyan 2, it will be the following turn from when you turn Super Saiyan. So that's technically the 5th turn. And your HP has to be 60% or above in order to automatically transform into Super Saiyan 2. You cannot stop this whatsoever. That's what's gonna happen, okay? Then let's get down into her Super Saiyan 2 form. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, again, same leader skill as we always expected. Passive skill, Ki +2, defense up 160. When you super attack, you get an attack up 160%. And you have a high chance to dodge the enemy's attack. So automatically right there, you get that high chance to dodge automatically when you're in Super Saiyan 2 form, which I believe is very similar to how the physical one works right now. The physical one might have a medium chance. I have to go back and look at that because that physical one needs an easy 8, like right now. So that's something right there. If you collect 6 orbs or more, you'll get an additional super attack. So that's pretty cool. Again, trying to kind of mirror the physical one, where the physical one has, you know, that chance to do an addition. Like she can do up to, I think she does up to 2 attacks, or she has a chance to do up to 2 attacks. And then those can also be super attacks. So this is kind of mirroring that kind of image right there. Okay. Again, super attack raises the attack, causes immense damage, and massively lowers your enemy's defense. Again, it's a whatever on the massively lower defense, but hey, stacking the attack is always really cool right there. Now, real quickly, she does actually have an active skill that you can activate. It's very, 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 very similar to the physical Beerus, where, you know, you meet a certain condition, you activate the passive skill, and for Beerus, he gets that, you know, extra boost in attack and defense and everything like that. Kefla's a little bit different here. Kefla, in order to activate her active skill, you have to be facing off against a Pure Sand category enemy or a Universal Survival Saga enemy. And then that's all you have to do, okay? Again, you have to be Super Saiyan 2, though, for us all to happen. So this is technically from 5 to 6 turns, depending on what rotation Kefla's on. But that's how it's going to work, okay? When you activate her active skill, she will change physical orbs, all physical orbs on the stage, to STR orbs. And for 1 turn, you are super effective against all types. So basically the Gogeta effect, as everyone likes to call it, okay? That's pretty cool right there. In terms of her categories, she's got Universe 6, Universal Survival Saga, Full Power, Super Saiyan 2, Last Resort, Transformation, Potara, Peppy Gals, and her new category. Okay, again, we don't know what her new category is actually going to have on it. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. So definitely really cool. Kefla looking really powerful. Again, she reminds me very similarly to Beerus, except she just takes a little bit longer to build up to Beerus's status. Same as Cooler, you know, Cooler, Beerus, Kefla, regardless of who you think might be the best and everything like that. You know, they're all really, really powerful and everything. Again, I think the general consensus is that both Beerus and Kefla are out of the gate stronger than Cooler. But I think as an overall round card, I still put Cooler a little bit above these guys. And I'm not saying that as a Cooler fan, even though I am a Cooler fan. The reason I personally still put Cooler a little bit overall, I'm just talking overall, not simply power and everything. I know a lot of people look strictly at power. The reason I put Cooler a little bit above Kefla is because A, he has obviously gotten overtaken already, right? Like I've said before, Beerus has overtaken him. Kefla's probably overtaking him now when you do calculations and everything like that. But he's a leader for arguably one of the best categories in the entire game, Transformation Boost. This Kefla is on that particular category. Yeah, he is a support unit for that category. And if I want to, I can run Kefla in some rotation where I've got her and, let's say, for example, I don't think the physical Super Saiyan 2 is on there. But whatever, if I threw another transformation category on there, then I can go ahead and have them on rotation with one of my SCR coolers, non-transformed, supporting them. Then on the second rotation, I could have physical cooler and STR cooler if I wanted to, transform STR cooler, and boom, that's another awesome rotation right there. You know, regardless, Transformation Boost just has so many different opportunities. It's not even funny. So anyway, regardless, we're not here to get into debates about how strong one particular card is. Kefla is obviously really powerful, really amazing. The big question, though, will be, is her banner worth summoning on, right? How good will her banner be? We'll have to wait and see. All right, so let's move on. The STR Kale and the Tech Caulifla are getting awakenings. These cards have already been extremely good ever since their SSRs were introduced into the game, and now they're getting awakenings. So obviously they just pick up Fierce Battle in terms of her links, but in terms of Kale's leader skill, she gets Pure Sands and Peppy Gal's Key +3, stats up 120. Passive skill, attack and defense up 80%. For every Pure Sand category or Peppy Gal category ally on your team, your own attack and defense goes up by an additional 10%. And if you happen to be facing off against a Universal Survival Saga enemy or a Pure Sand category enemy, then you get an automatic additional super attack. And if you happen to have a card named Caulifla on the team with you on the same rotation, then you will guard against all types that round. That's pretty good right there, okay? Super attack hasn't really changed. She still stacks attack and defense, does supreme damage, and then she lowers enemies' defense. Okay, sure, that is what it is, I guess. So anyway, let's go into Tech Caulifla here. She is gonna be Universe 6 category and the Peppy Gals category, Key +3, stats up 120%. Very similar to how STR Kale works, just a little bit different, obviously. Attack and defense up 80%. For all Universe 6 category allies or Peppy Gal category allies on your team, your dodge chance goes up by 8%. And then if you happen to be facing off against a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Sand category enemy, then you get an automatic dodge. And if you have a Kale character on the same rotation as you, then you get an additional attack, which has a medium chance to be a super attack. So yeah, working out pretty good there. And super attack is exactly the same as the STR Kales, stacks attack and defense, supreme damage, and lowers your enemy's defense. Again, lowering the enemy's defense is whatever, doesn't really matter. Then finally, we get a brand new into Vados. When I originally saw this Vados, I'm like, wait, the free-to-play Vados is getting a Dokkan Awakening? What's going on here? No, it's a into Vados, so she's gonna be a brand new summonable card, which means she'll be on every banner going forward after this, okay? She is a Universe 6 category, key +3, stats up 120%. Then passive skill, attack and defense up 60%. High chance to dodge enemies' attacks. And on your team, if you happen to have a Universe 6 category ally, or a Realm of Gods ally, or a sibling bond ally, or a master student disciple, whatever you want to call it, bond ally character on your team. So any of those category cards are on your team. She is a support unit for them and gives them attack and defense up 20%. Then if you happen to have a Universe 6 category ally on the same rotation as you, then you will randomly change one type of orb into a rainbow orb. That's pretty cool right there. She has the exact same links as her AGL free-to-play counterpart, which means she's got a farmable super attack, obviously, except she obviously picks up Fierce Battle and does not get Rebirth because she's going to be using the new Kefla stage medals right there. Real quickly out on the side, I do want to mention that we are getting another stage to the Infinite Dragon Ball History event. It's probably going to be Universe 6 themed. We'll have to wait and see exactly. But in the news right now, if you go into the JP version of the game, you'll see that we're getting another Infinite Dragon Ball History event. So that should be really fun right there. We'll have to wait and see exactly how good it is. But yeah, other than that, guys, that is all of the card information right there. So again, like I said, Kefla, very powerful card, very good. The only thing we really don't know about is if there is potentially a free-to-play Kefla to up her super attack. Because again, she's going to be at a TUR in base form. So unless Twitter is not showing us a potential free-to-play version from the story events, which we'll get the data download, like I said, in about 12 hours from now, give or take. Maybe there's a free-to-play Kefla. You know, maybe that free-to-play, you know, Kale and caulifla or whatever. Maybe they Dokkan Awaken or something like that, right? We're not really sure. We'll have to wait and see. But regardless, though, you might have to start using Kais for her. So if you save up Kais, then by all means, that's gonna be awesome. So anyway, guys, though, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you guys excited for the Kefla? Are you gonna summon? Are you gonna not summon? Don't forget, I'll probably make another video about this in the future, but do note that obviously July means that we're gonna be getting the ton of Botsa banner, which means is, you know, generally I say don't summon on that. Unless you have like no cards, then maybe it is worth a couple of summons. But a lot of people like to try and get the year 5 LRs that will be coming back for the first time, and whatever the July Dokkan Fest will be. So do keep that in mind, that if you are someone who spent during Golden Week, potentially maybe skip Kefla if you want to. I have to wait and see what the banner is. Card wise, very amazing. I say go for it. But in terms of potential banner wise, I'm a little scared to see what it is. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Again, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one. Johnny.